Welcome back everyone to the second video of CSS. From the first video you might have known that CSS is about styling your web page. In this video we will see how we go about adding the CSS to our HTML. There are three ways to add CSS to the HTML. They are inline, internal and external. Let's see each one of them.
First, inline CSS. An inline style may be used to apply a unique style for a single element. To use inline styles, add the style attribute directly to the relevant element. The style attribute can contain any CSS property. Inline CSS is suitable for small web pages. For example, let's take here. Here, the style attribute is given directly inside the headings tag, and thus how the inline CSS works. Let's see how it works. As given in the style, this produces a text with the font color red. If you remember properly, this is the one which you learned in the HTML style session yesterday.
Next is internal CSS. An internal style sheet may be used if one single HTML page has a unique style. The internal style is defined inside the style element, which is given inside the head section. The point to note is that you will add the CSS in the beginning and the rest of the HTML content remains the same. Here's the example. Here in the head section, I have added a new element called the style element, inside which I have given the CSS. So let's see how this works. As given in the internal style sheet, the color of the text is converted into blue and thus it works. And finally, external CSS. An external style sheet can be written in separate file and must be saved with CSS extension. As you can see, here I created a new file called style.css in which I have stored the style sheet in this. In both internal and external CSS, the CSS is not merged with the HTML tags. In internal CSS, the CSS is placed separated in the head tag. And in external CSS, the CSS is placed in the separate file and its link is specified in the head section. For example, as you can see, this is the syntax for adding any external style sheet to the HTML file. Here, the href, as you learned in links, is used. This refers to the CSS file that I have created, which is this. This will retrieve the CSS file and use it in the HTML tag. Let's see how this works. This works perfectly. As in the style sheet, it gives the color green for the fonts. That's all for this video. Thank you and happy learning.